back on what today's Friday, right? We've had unemployment report. Market opened up huge, as you can see here. Huge, okay? A big gap from yesterday's close, right? Up to today's open. Again, this is based on the unemployment report that came out today. The market is consolidating big time up in here. I'm ready to take a break either up or down. I would actually be probably a little bit more comfortable looking to go long if it broke up through the high, because I believe if the market really doesn't try to fill this gap, I think we could have a huge up day, a huge up day. Now, if the market breaks down through the low, I don't think we're going to fill this entire gap today. I actually think maybe we'll try to fill a little of it, but I don't believe we're going to come down and fill the gap. So I'm watching this very patiently. We opened up here. We have an inside pattern. Again, this is the E-Mini S&P 500 futures contract, the day session only, okay? This is what a night session looks like with the Globex on it, right? Market ran up. This is the unemployment right here. Hit the wire at 8:30 and took the market a lot higher. But now I'm looking at the day session only, and I want to get a feel for where it's going. So I'm going to patiently wait, and then I am going to record this trade that is going to occur, I believe, shortly. Okay? I'll be back as it plays out. All right, I just got short at 2104 even. Okay? 2104 even. Again, trying to tape read this market right in here. I do think we're going to go higher. We may try to go down first before going higher. We'll see. Hold on. If this reverses back up, I'm out, and I will be back in long. Now look at this. I guess I'm wrong on this. Let's see if we break up through 2105 3/4. We've got to break up through 2105 3/4. High of the day, 6 1/4. So my stop is pretty tight. If we start taking out these highs, I'm out, and I will actually reverse to the long side. Then I believe we'll make a big run to the upside. We'll just watch this. All right, I'm back. Got stopped out of that trade. Small loss. I've reversed it. I believe we've moved to the upside now. We give this a little bit of time. So I saw the market broke up through the high, had a limit order one tick below where it broke up through on the breakout, because I wanted to see the 2106.5 broken to the upside. Let's see. Yeah, the 2106.5, the high of the day up until that point, was 2106.25. Hit a half, went to 3/4, threw it in real quick at 6.5, filled it a half. As you can see on the matrix here, I lost on that trade. I lost $625. I am up 437 right now, and I'm looking for this market to move even higher. So I'm going to pause this video. All right, this is taking a little longer than I thought. I've got a limit order, as you can see right in here, one tick down off the high of the day to take out a portion of this trade. Let's just watch and see what happens. I definitely thought we would break up higher quicker. We're consolidating here, so let's just watch it. All right, let's see if we're hit on the remainder, on 4 of them. As you can see, my stop loss on this particular long position is below these lows right here. If we break down through these lows, I don't want it anymore. So we'll see what happens. All right, I am back. This is taking forever, but I've seen this a million times over the last 25 years where the market gap's huge based on news, consolidates. Typically, generally speaking, the market does continue higher. If that was false, if it was an exaggeration, the market moving higher, I believe it would have moved down by now, or at least tried to fill that gap. Could be wrong. As you can see, I've taken out my stop here, and I've taken out my profit target, taken out a portion, just because if we're able to break up through, I think we're going to go a lot higher. But if we break down through here, I'm thinking it might be a fake out, and we still go higher. So the big question is what to do, and I will be back shortly. All right, we're able to break up. Let's see. We're one tick down from the high of the day. High of the day is 2109. We're at 08 3/4. We're at 09. Let's watch this very closely. Let's see if we can break through. Got my hand on the trigger. If we're not able to break, I'm probably going to scratch this trade altogether. But I got to give it a little bit more time here. 9, 8, 9. There we go. Let's see. Can we break up? Can we break up through that high? Of course, we've got divergence all over the place if you're looking at any technical indicators, but that is, of course, that's what you're going to get in a strong market. Always going to get divergence. You need to understand the contextual market, right? The trend is up now. Look at the big gap. Okay, I'm going to take 4 off. I'm going to take 4 off here. Do I take 4 off and leave 3 on? I got a pretty small position. Should have a larger position, but let's 2109 and a half. So we are breaking through. Let's just, all right. So now we're only down 125 for the day. We've got 3 left. On that 3, we're up $375. Okay. So if I were to take the remaining off right now, we would be up a little bit, right? About 250. I'll be back with you. All right, I am back. Market's breaking up. I am going to go ahead and put a sell stop below the current 3-minute bar's low at 8 1/4. All right, be real anal about this, okay? There we go, 8 1/4 on the remainder. So if I were to take it off right now, we'd be up about 362 and a half. Again, this saw me taking a losing trade. Again, I want to just thank everybody, all of you who took part in the last couple of weeks and watched my videos relentlessly. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video series that I put out there. I have been doing a lot of live trading with a live account in front of you. Hope you've learned a little something. I know some of my videos are a little vague and I don't show you exactly how I'm doing it, but you know, this is some of the everything you're going to learn inside of the E-Mini success formula. And I want to thank those of you that actually signed up and made that commitment. I really appreciate it. By showing faith in me, I'm going to show you how I'm doing this every day. Okay, you're going to find the specific rules inside my program. A lot of what you're seeing here is simply tape reading. Again, I've been trading the markets for almost 30 years. God, I'm not that old. I'm 48, right? But I've been trading a long time, and the S&P 500 has always been my main market. And of course, the E-Minis were introduced in what, 1997, the fall, and of course started trading those. But they're just like the S&P. So price action is king. It's real important, and that's what I've been showing you here. So I just want to thank everybody that's watched my videos and those of you that actually took the plunge and got inside my course, and we closed that up last night. So I appreciate it. Let's just watch this. 8 1/4, 8 1/4 is where my stop's at. Again, days like this, again, I've seen it hundreds and hundreds of times over the last 28 years or so trading. But when you get a big gap like this, based on news, and today was unemployment, right? And the market, look at, if the market is going to back and fill, it's typically going to try to do that in the first half hour. First 3-minute bar, put in the low, and we never attempted challenging that low at all. We're stair-stepping, all right? Stair-stepping higher. What I think is we're going to probably move up for the next hour or so. Slow and gradual. For those of you that your charts look like spaghetti, you've got the RSIs, the stochastics, the MACDs, and everything else. You're getting massive divergence up in here, right? You're getting lower peaks as the market's making higher highs, and so I'm sure a lot of you are trying to short this thing, right? And you're losing money. Go with the flow, right? The momentum's to the upside, the bias is to the upside, of course, and that's why you have to trade that side of the market until it proves otherwise, right? The first indication that you would even think about taking a short is if the market were to break down through the low of this consolidation in here. If the market starts breaking down through this low and is actually able to close below that low, then you could attempt a short on a pullback, on a little pullback, right? But until the low of 2106 and a quarter is broke, not only broken to the downside, but we can close below by a couple 3-minute bars, then you would be fine to, you'd be okay to try to sell this market. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, there you go, folks. I am out of that trade. Stopped out of that trade, and so I had a loser here, had a winner here. Remember, I started off the day down about $650, right, on this small trade, right? So I did lose. Everyone loses, right? And then I had a winning trade. So I got that money back and then some. Not a whole lot, but ended the day, well, not the day because I'm not done yet, but up $137.50, kind of a scratch, okay? So again, I think a good lesson here though is you take a loss, right, and you come right back. It can't affect you emotionally, and I know for most people it does, and it takes a while to get past that. But I started the day off. I thought maybe we'd drop from here, try to at least test the low of the day, try to drop a little low. I was completely wrong, but my stop was very tiny. I knew that once the market broke through the high of the day, which it did on this bar here, to go long, stop and reverse this. Took profits here and took profits here. So I got the 650 back plus 137. So on this last trade, we made about, well, I don't know what that comes to, about 780 on that trade. So again, hope that helps. Again, thank you for each and every one of you that have watched my videos. Hope you're learning. And for those that joined the course, congratulations. Look forward to working with you. Bye for now.